more it will be brought to us, says Deepak Chopra. The basic energy of the universe is love. The energy of love is all around you and inside you. Dean Schrock, everything is energy, and the core essence of the universe is an energy of love or complete harmony and order. So, whenever you are experiencing love, you are literally allowing for that flow of that life force energy. It reminds the core of you of who you are as energy, and it realigns the molecules of your body so that they function in a more harmonious way. Marcy Shimoff, love is like a radio station that's always broadcasting. Our job is just to tune in to that radio station. Imagine that you're tuning in to Love FM. When you do tune in, that is the frequency at which you will spend more and more time. What we are missing is the truth that love is who we are, that we are actually an ocean of love. When we become more aware of that fact and we actually feel connected to that ocean of love inside, then instead of being love beggars walking around with little cups, hoping for other people to fill our cup with love, we we become love philanthropists. We are just naturally overflowing in that love. It's not an effort to give it away because we know it's who we are. Marcy Shimoff, renowned expert on love, happiness, and success, has found in her research that there are 4 million stages of love. The bottom stage is called no love, which is what we experience when we are in pain or when we feel fear or when we are sad and disconnected from love. A stage up from that is love for bad reason, which Shimoff says is basically no love on painkillers. This is when we are trying to fill a void we feel inside. Usually, we are doing that by using things that are not supportive or simply bad for us. Bad relationship, drugs or alcohol, food, to make up for the fact that we don't feel love inside. The next stage is love for good reason, which is when we get love in the context of relationship or by deriving it from something outside of ourselves. And what is the ultimate stage of love? Marcy Shimoff. Now, there's nothing wrong with having wonderful, loving relationships or loving the work we are doing and getting fulfillment from that. But if we base our experience of love on that external factor, then it can go away. It's not a solid foundation for love. So, while love for good reason is a wonderful thing, it's not the ultimate state of love. Love doesn't need reason, it speaks from the irrational wisdom of the heart. Deepak Chopra. Marcy Shimoff says the ultimate state of love is what I call love for no reason. Love for no reason is an inner state of love that doesn't depend on a person or situation or a specific romantic partner. When we feel that love, instead of looking outside ourselves to try to extract love from our circumstances, we bring love to our circumstances. When you are in a state of love for no reason, you feel freedom, you feel expansion, you feel peace, you feel joy, you love just because you don't need a reason to love. Shimoff quotes New Thought leader Emmett Fox about the power of love. There is no difficulty that enough love will not conquer. If only you could love enough, you would be the happiest and the most powerful being in the universe. Let me just repeat this. If only you could love enough, you would be the happiest and the most powerful being in the universe. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. That's Rumi. Like many people, Linda Francis had been looking for the right person for years, yet couldn't seem to make a relationship work. But her luck changed for the better when she was ready to tell herself, from now on, I'm going to be the right person for myself. Is there anybody else who wants to read?
Yeah, I can read.
Okay, thank you.
Oh,
Yeah, Linda Francis.
yeah, Linda Francis. And when I became that right person, it didn't matter whether I had a relationship or not. I didn't care about that. What I care about is continuing to create authentic power in my life. Francis decided to stop searching for the one and to focus instead on her relationship with her soul. She examined her soul's desires and asked herself who she really was, what she really wanted in life, and what the universe wanted from her. She came to recognize that in her previous relationships, she had never felt good enough for the other person. Only after she had Only after she has found a way to be her own person, whole in herself, did Gary Zukau, her current partner, cross her path. Deepak Chopra says, if you want to have a meaningful relationship, stop looking for the right person. I will repeat that. If you want to have a meaningful relationship, stop looking for the right person, but become the right person. True. By becoming the right person, your true self, you learn to view love in a broader perspective. You end up shifting the emphasis from an often anxious search for someone else to nourishing and sustaining your own soul. Marcy Simov says, you start to become a friend to yourself. You become your own loving support. And that's one powerful way that you can start building a relationship on with yourself of trust and of love. When you are happy in yourself, you will automatically attract the person who resonates with your peaceful, confident state of consciousness. John Gray says many times people are looking for their partner, their ideal partner, their soulmate, and they say they can't find them. They are looking and they are looking and they are looking and they can't find them. Well, if your soulmate is not knocking on your door, it's because you are not ready. It's not that you are not looking hard enough. We have to prepare for that to happen in our life. And the preparation for finding the right person in your life, connecting with them, is being the right person. The search for the one can sometimes become a search to fill a void. But before you can build a meaningful relationship with someone, you must be able to accept yourself. As Deepak Chopra has written, in our imaginations, we believe that love is apart from us. Actually, there is nothing but love. Once we are ready to accept it, when you truly find love, you find yourself. Lack of self confidence can undermine your capacity to love another person as an equal. If you struggle to love and accept yourself, you are telling the universe that you are not worth the love you deserve. I do not trust people who don't love themselves and yet tell me, I love you. There is an African saying which is, be careful when a naked person offers you a shirt. It's a good one. Maya Angelou. John Gray. If you want to find someone who can fully love you and know you, you have to know and love yourself. And self love is the foundation of any relationship that works, even if that relationship is the preparation for finding a soulmate. The first step to self acceptance is to have the intention to give love. You can give love by helping others and by following your own heart. As you pursue your dream, you gain skills and understanding, which increase your competence and self confidence. You know how much you have got going for you, which sooner or later will be picked up by someone who matches or complement your own. Can you slide? Paulo Coelho says, just try to love, manifest it. When your heart is open, there is this energy of love that flows in, fulfills everything, and somehow transmutes itself into action. When you see that your life is changing, and ask and you ask yourself, but why? I did not do anything. I did not learn a new thing. You did learn, but not on the conscious level. It is because your heart is open. Embrace yourself. Choose to fully appreciate all that is good within you. Accept your imperfections and embrace the following practices. Okay. Create the intention to trust your heart implicitly. Be careful for being the person you are. Appreciate your strength and talents. Develop your skills and talents, out of which will come self confidence and happiness. If you have a real feeling for doing or making something, pursue that, work on it, and improve it. Be kind to yourself. Make it a habit to articulate positive thoughts about yourself so that everything you do is supported by the universe. Stop saying negative things about yourself. Do a kindness every day for someone else. Try not to worry too much. Worrying rarely solves problems. It just takes you away from the beauty life of us. If you are prone to worry, get physically active. Take a walk, exercise, do yoga, moving your body helps clear your mind. We just cannot worry about ourselves. Pope Francis. Be honest with yourself about your feelings. If you are sad, acknowledge your sadness and don't hide it. Ask your heart what it is telling you to do to deal with the sadness. Give yourself a break from time to time. Take the time to look after your body and to take care of your soul. You are meant to be happy. Take pleasure in everything you do. Do not take life or yourself too seriously. Practice gratitude. Deepak Chopra says those that we love and those that we dislikes are both reflections of our own self. We fall in love with the people in whom we find traits that we want, and we dislike people in whom we find traits that we deny in our own self. If you want to succeed in a relationship, then look at the world as a mirror of your own self. Every situation, every circumstance, every relationship is reflecting your own state of consciousness. The energy of your intention will ultimately come back to you in relationship and other areas of your life. The people you meet mirror your own intention. Yeah, somebody please take from this. Because there will be network issue from now onwards.
Right. Anyone
Yes,
wants
sir.
to read, or I can read then
Yeah,
if
yeah.
nobody wants?
I will. Yeah.
Go on, go on, go on.
It is from where? Gary Zukav.
Yes.
Gary Zukav. There is one sure way to attract the kind of person that you want in your life. One sure way. Become like that person. If you want to attract people who are patient and caring, who will care about you and be patient with you, hold your best interest at heart. Be available to you without strings, without second agendas. Then become such a person to others, and you will attract to you people exactly like you. That is the law of attraction. Energy attracts like energy. If you think you can't be happy unless you have a life partner, you are likely to attract a partner who is unhappy and is keen to have a relationship with you to fill a void inside him or herself. If, On the other hand, you are aligned with your soul, you are bound to attract someone who reflects that same state of consciousness. Deepak Chopra says, you want to be attractive? Then be natural. Radiate your simple, unaffected humanity. Don't be judgmental on yourself and others. Respond to gestures of love and don't put on a social mask. Just be natural. Recognize that you have weaknesses and defects and even shadows. It is not to be incomplete, it is to be complete. It is not to be flawed, it is to be full. So, that is the secret really to successful relationships. To see every relationship as a mirror. Always be yourself. Resist the temptation to wear different masks. When you pretend to be anyone other than yourself, you become disconnected from your heart and from other people. Henry David Thoreau says, could a greater miracle take place than for us to look through each other's eyes for an instant? Next page. Once you have found love, it remains important to communicate from the heart with mutual trust and respect. John Gray says, to communicate more from the heart, from authenticity in a relationship, we first have to set that as our goal. And we have to be able to remind each other to do that. My wife is very clear about this. Bonnie will say to me, Joan, I don't want to listen to you until you are talking to me from your heart. And I will say, no, I am talking. I am making sense. No, I want to hear your feeling. I want to hear your love in the tone of your voice. And when you can find it, we can talk again. What a simple message she gives me. She refuses to have a conversation when I am just in my head and not in my heart. It would be a mistake for her to say something is wrong with being in my head because that would make a very important part of me wrong. But what she will say at times when my heart is closed, when I sound mean or focused on being right is, right now I can't hear this. I need to hear a little bit more of your heart. When you are ready to talk from your heart, I am ready to talk with you. Always have the intention to communicate from the heart. If things have been said that were upsetting, see this friction as a challenge to start afresh, to return to your soul, and to share your feelings in a gentle way. Handled with loving kindness, friction can help your relationships grow. Deepak Chopra says, when you struggle with your partner, you are struggling with yourself. Every fault you see in them touches a denied weakness in yourself. John Gray says, this is growing in the wisdom of the heart because each time you have come back to love, you grow in that wisdom. It is the key to access your inner potential to love, to connect with your soul, because your soul's purpose is to love. And every time you come back and love again, you grow in that wisdom. Maya Angelou says, many years ago, I was married and the marriage was touch and go. My husband made me very angry one day and I didn't know what to do. And so I cursed him. When my mother came, he reported me to my mother. He said, Mother, she used language which would embarrass me if I heard sailors use it on the waterfront. And my mother asked, my daughter? And he said, yes, she used vulgarity to me. So she said, I have to hear that from her. She asked me, did you? I said, yes. Then she turned to my husband and said, people use profanity because they don't know what words will do. And sometimes they can't find a word which will convey their meaning. So they use the thing most that has the least value, which is profanity. It is the ashes that which is thrown away. So, anytime you hear profanity, realize that this has been chosen by someone who doesn't know what to say and can't find the words, and so is just throwing this away. One way of communicating with your partner from the heart is by replacing complaints with requests. If you always complain to your partner, he or she will stop listening or become defensive. Ask yourself how you can convey your grievance in such a way that the other will understand. One way of doing this is to turn your complaint into a request. Just ask, form the intention, and make the request with love. When you make a conscious decision to communicate with your loved one from the heart, you can expect a comparable response. Deepak Chopra says, anytime you suffer, ask yourself one question: who am I thinking about? And you will find you are thinking only about yourself. If you want to alleviate your suffering, stop thinking about yourself. Think about other people, and you will see that you will stop suffering. Because when you think about other people, you establish a connection with them and you start to find that you are happier. In fact, there are many studies that now show the best way to be happy is to make somebody else happy. The best way to be successful is to make somebody else successful. Marcus Aurelius says, accept the things to which fate binds you and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. Spiritual partnership. Whatever relationships you have attracted in your life at this moment are precisely the ones you need in your life at this moment. There is a hidden meaning behind all events, and this hidden meaning is serving your own evolution by Deepak Chopra. As you communicate from the heart, you create authentic power, exercising courage and discipline in consciously experiencing your emotions, including the negative ones. For instance, when you feel judgmental about someone, you look within and see what in yourself is triggering you to be judgmental. Then you replace it with understanding. A spiritual partner can help you with this self reflection. Linda Francis says spiritual partnership is such a different way of looking at relationships. A spiritual partnership is a partnership between equals for the purpose of spiritual growth. A spiritual partner is effectively a buddy who supports you in your efforts to create authentic power, and not just any kind of buddy, but an equal. As equals, you know that nothing or nobody in the universe is more important than you are, and that nothing or nobody in the universe is less important than you are. You feel neither superior nor inferior towards others. Linda Francis says, creating authentic power is the most important thing to me. In other words, my ability to change myself rather than trying to change other people. When I find people who feel the same way, then we can create a spiritual partnership. For instance, with my partner, Gary Zuko, we have created a spiritual partnership. That means my spiritual growth is the most important to me, but I support him in his spiritual growth and he supports me in mine. Gary Zukav says, a spiritual partner can help me to become aware of a part of my personality that I was not aware of. And that is why spiritual partners are precious. I always know that Linda, for example, is supporting me when I become annoyed or irritable or angry. Sometimes we fall in love when we see someone as perfect. Then later we see they are not perfect and we consciously learn to love them even more. Yoko Ono and John Lennon says, a dream you dream alone is only a dream. A dream you dream together is a reality. Your emotional system can be divided into roughly two elements, fear and love. In every situation, it is up to you to choose between the energy of fear and the energy of love. The fear referred to here is not the emotion you experience at times when you feel physically threatened, when an animal growls at you, for example, or you are standing on the edge of a steep rock, or someone intimidates you. That is a functional fear that makes you more cautious. That fear disappears as soon as the danger is over. The fear that is, next page. The opposite of love is chronic fear that recurs time and time again and is deep seated. When you align your personality with your soul, however, you can distinguish between fear and love and can let love prevail over fear in all your day to day decisions. Marcy Shimov says, meeting the Dalai Lama, I was so impressed by a particular answer he gave to a question. How do you view people? And he said, there are two ways to look at people. I can look at the surface things about everyone that makes us all different, or I can go to the deeper, more primary level and look at the things that make us all the same. The things that connect us are basic common human essence, he said, and no matter who I meet them and look at them with that primary vision of that essence that connects us all. It does not matter if I am talking to the head of a country or a person on the street. I look to the heart and I see my heart and their heart. We are all the same. Boy, doesn't life doesn't life look different when we see that common humanity between us? When someone makes you anxious, try to see that he or she is merely activating an anxious part of your personality, not trying to exert power over you. As you work more with that consciousness, the fearful parts of your personality will start to lose their grip on you. You tell the truth with kindness, even when it is hard to hear. Creating love. As mindfulness teacher Jack Cornfield says, with a loving heart as the background, all that we attempt, all that we encounter will open and flow more easily. The power of loving kindness will calm your life and keep you connected to your heart. The energy of love extends out to others, to our children, neighbors, community, even to the connections we have with people we don't know around the world. Marian Williamson says, some of the greatest moments of teaching that my father ever did as a parent, he would remind us to take note. It is like the line in the death of a salesman. Attention must be paid. Loving perception is a practice. Sending love kindness out to others improves health and well being. Scientific studies suggest that practicing loving kindness increases social connectedness, reduces pain and stress, and increases positive emotions. Also called compassion practice, loving kindness helps you see things from another's perspective. It increases the power of the heart. Marian Williamson says, there is a line in A Course in Miracles from the Foundation for Inner Peace, which says, love restores reason and not the other way around. So, living without heart might, in a particular circumstance, seem like the rational thing to do, or even according to some percepts the smart thing to do. But ultimately, the only sustainable, the only survivable option for the human race is that we begin living from heart, that we begin living with a greater emphasis, in fact, on a love centric perspective. It is easy for us to talk about love and to even be loved and to embody love as long as people are behaving in the way we behave, right? And saying exactly what we want them to say. But life challenges us to find an ever more expansive love. Love not just for my children, but for the children on the other side of town and for children on the other side of the earth. A compassion that is not just for my interests and not just compassion for people that it is easy for me to sympathize with, but also compassion for people that I might not like, and compassion even for people who might have betrayed me or insulted me, or even worse. Love says, feed the children. We are the only advanced species that is systematically destroying our own habitat. What does love say? Repair and save Earth. Through the heart, we exercise the greatest power of the heart, the power of love. Contemplation, loving kindness or compassion practice. Loving kindness increases compassion. To do this contemplation, you sit quietly and repeat 4 phrases to yourself that express kindness, compassion, and good wishes for yourself and others. You can repeat these phrases anytime when you are practicing mindful breathing or walking, while you are stuck in traffic, when you wake up, and before you go to sleep. You can also write them out on a note to put on your message board or refrigerator or in your phone. You can say these while practicing breathing or an in breath or out breath or without focusing on your breathing, whichever is easier for you. You start by expressing this love and kindness for yourself because that opens your heart, increases the energy of love there, and allows you to send it to others. Repeat these phrases to yourself. May I be safe. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live in peace. I am repeating these phrases. May I be safe. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live in peace. If you have trouble feeling that you are cherishing yourself, just lay a hand gently on your heart area as you breathe in and think or say these sentences to yourself. Now, send this thought out to a person who has a positive influence in your life. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live in peace. Next, send these thoughts out to a person who you have neither positive nor negative feelings for. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live in peace. Now, send these thoughts out to a difficult person in your life. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live in peace. Finally, send these thoughts out to all beings in the world. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live in peace.
Okay. Wow. That was great. Thank you for reading, Viren, Shilpa, and Suman. So thank you so
Mansi,
much. So we'll
can
stop here.
you can you
Yeah, yeah.
show me the contemplation once again, please? The whole
Yeah, yeah.
content.
I'll just keep it on full screen.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's enough. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. We'll go through this also eventually by the end. So yeah, let's just open up if anyone wants to share or discuss something, any point, anything, then we can share that and then we can go to the meditation. Yeah. Suman, you want to say something?
Yeah, the very powerful chapter that is really, I think, gives message for all that the heart is the center that gives love, not to individual, and it can spread our love. We can spread our love through heart to the whole earth, to the universe, everywhere. Just
Yes. Yeah.
yeah,
True. Yeah. So something just I got reminded of today as we read this chapter. So basically, so we call this people. We all have one or the other person in our life who gives us a tough time. It could be a boss, it could be an in-law, it could be anyone. Like it could be a friend or some person in our life. So we find it hard to deal with them, understand them. They just trigger us and so many things. So what my mentor beautifully calls it by the name of disguised angels. So basically, as we read in the chapter today, so I believe like these people are our soulmates on a different level. So they are like disguised angels who actually help us to bring the best out of us, because it's like only when we are tested and only when like it's like diamond always comes out of the rough, right? Like when it we are just getting groomed by them. Because if we go back and look in our life, so we always all these people are the ones who help us become what we become eventually, growing through our experiences, learnings, and all of that. So I truly believe that, and I just got reminded of it again as the chapter also touched that part of it. So yeah, that was what I wanted to share. And yes, anyone else, please do add whatever you would want to share, add anything that got highlighted for you, anything that you connected with personally. And also the mirror part, like we are everything, every relationship and everything in our life is a mirror. So that is something that we also learned in the Louis Hayes book, Mirror Practices, in which there are a lot of experiences and exercises around mirror practices. In that and many such books who have a spiritual touch to them, they cover this part and they talk about it. So yes, I could connect with that. So it's when something triggers of someone for us, then we need to ask what part of me is actually getting triggered because of this behavior of the other person. So they say that we do have a small part of it. That is why we are attracting it, and we are encounter. It's like a reflection. It's just coming on our face too for us to understand. So yeah, that's what I just wanted to just that are the two things that highlighted for me today. So yeah, anything else? Anyone?
yeah,
Please.
Mansi, I am just recalling Kabir's Doha that is resonating with your thought that you just expressed, disguised angels. निंदक नियरे राखिए, आंगन कुटी छवाए, बिन पानी साबुन बिना निर्मल करे सुभाए. Yeah,
Wow. Thank you for that. Can you just type it for us in the chat or somewhere? Not here, maybe in
yeah,
the group chat. So we
What is
just
the meaning out of
can remember it.
yeah, sure,
Yeah.
I will do.
Suman, what is the meaning out of it? What you just said?
कि जो निंदक होते हैं बुराई करने वाले, जो हमारे निंदक हैं उनको नियरे राखिए, मतलब नजदीक रखना चाहिए.
Hmm.
तो आंगन कुटी छवाए, वो हमारी आंगन एक छाया की तरह है कि वो आपको पवित्र कर देते हैं, बिन पानी बिन साबुन बिना निर्मल करे सुभाए. आपका स्वभाव स्वभाव जो है वो बिहेवियर है वो निर्मल कर देते हैं, एकदम प्योर कर देते हैं. ये कबीर
Yes.
दास जी का दोहा है जी.
Okay, yeah. Thank
Very
you.
true. Very true. So yeah. Anyone else?
Yeah, I want to add something. See, life is two steps up, one step down. Okay, so the point is, we are always surrounded by things like, sometimes we don't like them, but somehow, they're helping us to grow in a better way, because when we are devoid of something, then we realize the value of that particular thing. But if you have everything, you know everything going good and all that, sometime you happen to realize the importance of that value for you. Okay. So it's just like, a tree has to shed its old leaves to get new leaves. Okay, so he has to go through that cycle of uh, like life and death. So, so basically, in life also we go through the experience of good and bad. It's just a cycle, right? So to get a new perspective of life, you have to go through some bad experience also. And that's not a bad experience. Actually, that is a, you know it is helping you to become a better person. And I think we should take that in a way that, you know either we are, uh, like, we have to learn something out of it. It is making us a better person. It's just like, when you plant a seed, right? The seed has to go through thunder, rain, sunshine, winds, and so many things, and that's how it becomes a better plant. So the same thing happened in our life. But as long as we are connected with our deepest purpose, connecting to the heart, and focusing on the real values, our primary focus of life, they will not do much to you. They will only just do little enough just to make you a better person. So I think we should realize the adversity of life. We are surrounded by both good and bad things. So, but if we understand the real perspective behind that, so everything is building us to a better person. So we should always, find that strength in ourselves through the deepest feelings of the heart, because the heart has the highest electromagnetic field. And sometimes when we are sitting with somebody at very good personality, how our mind, our energy, our thought process changes. You start feeling top of the world. So that way, if we are aligning every thought and every activity in alignment with the feeling of the heart, we find the power inside us, and we always find a new perspective to live better. So I think we should take everything in a positive perspective, that every experience, if we are ready to face it, is helping us become a better person, a better version of ourselves, and it is helping us to live better in life. So we have to just take it that way. And that's the power of heart behind that, uh, the feeling of love, compassion, and all that, because they're all high frequency, and high frequency is how we manifest similar things in life. So we only attract what we are, basically. So to find anything in life, we have to become the person like that. And if we keep if we take action based on that understanding and that behavior, we can manifest what we want. And that's all uh, the power of the heart inside us. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, yeah, very true. Yeah, very true. And just one addition, like more, what I understand about this is it's more about feeling, and it's more about experiencing, and we cannot be thinking about it. So we cannot be analyzing it from our brains. We have to experience the feeling, and we have to actually live by it. So yeah, anyone else, please? Anything you would want to add or share? What caught your attention, or what just connected with you today? Uh, anybody before we go to the meditation part? Yes. No one. No
Yeah,
one wants to
hi.
share anything. Yeah, Vidya. Hi.
Yeah, hi. What I felt was that, a lot of it is common sense, but we sometimes neglect it in the face of so many other things that are happening around us. So, thinking about, one part of it, which was like, loving yourself and being compassionate to oneself. And also, instead of looking for affection, looking for love outside, look for love inside. I think that was very powerful. And sometimes I think we've read enough material about, how important it is that we take care of ourselves, but still we forget to do that. And that is like, I think this was a good timely reminder.
Yeah, wow, very well pointed. Yes, very true. So just yesterday we were just watching a podcast which was specially for men, and it was actually all about how men suppress all of their desires and sensitivity and all of that, the softness basically,
Mm-hmm.
because they are always thought to be the macho men, right? Like mostly, and that is how we find that women are more heart centric compared to men,
Hmm.
because they're more rational thinkers and all, so they might find it difficult to like grasp this. But that's so in a society basically, somehow the conditioning is that the sensitivity and the vulnerability part is actually considered as weakness, but actually if we see through it, it is actually the strength, because only strong people are able to acknowledge it or even embrace it
Correct.
authentically and gracefully. But somehow we are just taught otherwise, and
Mm.
that is why maybe we come into all this thinking and reasoning, is what I feel. So when a person cries or when someone feels sensitive about something, that person is shut down many a times by people around them, or like, oh, don't cry, be a man, the things like that, right? So
Not just that is one thing, and also if one is working in a company which is like male dominated, where most of the colleagues are males, automatically we become a little more masculine in our
yes,
approach,
yes,
right?
yeah,
We
even
try
females.
not to be more emotional or heart centric. So that is actually we are suppressing our real nature. Uh,
Yeah, and actually, it's not about gender we are born in. It's basically about the energies. Like, it's all about the masculine and feminine energies that both are there existing in all, like men as well as women. And eventually, we need to balance them out as good as possible. And that's what keeps us at peace. So yeah, that's what I understand. So yeah, I do agree. So yeah, thank you for bringing that up. Yeah. Anyone else wants to say something, or Shilpa can just go ahead with the meditation part? I think Shilpa, you can take over. So first time we are on time. So yeah, please go on.
Thank you. Um, okay, let's start.
If you
If
want to
you're,
say something, because you did not speak, so maybe if you want to, you can.
no, I just wanted to tell you guys, I've been multitasking right now. Um, just send some good energies for my mom. She's had very, very, very high fever the night, so we haven't slept much. And I just would dedicate
Oh, oh.
this
So you
meditation to.
you are able to take it, right? Like otherwise, it's okay, no problem at all.
So I'll continue. I want to dedicate this meditation to her and to everyone else who is going through the same thing. So we send today loving kindness to all of them and to us, to individual us too. So if I have missed, I have definitely missed some things that were being said. So please excuse me. So I'm going to use this opportunity to offer you the loving kindness that I learned from my teacher, Thich Nhat Hanh, the Zen master, okay, and the Dalai Lama. So, what I would like you to do is just stand up for a while, just stand up for a minute, and I want you to do a little exercise in your body. So, all that we yesterday we did Tadasana. So, just look down, see that your feet are hip width apart. Now, lift your arms sideways all the way up and come onto your tips of your toes so that your heels are off the floor. Your arms are straight, fingers are pointing towards the ceiling, head is straight, and you're breathing. Eyes are open, and if you can, focus at one point. This will help in the balance. Now, turn your hands, only turn your hands. Exhaling, bring your arms down and heels down. We'll do this 3 more times. So inhale, lift your arms up and heels up. Keep on breathing. And then turn your hands, and then exhaling, bring your arms down and heels down. Once more, turn your hands. Now breathe in and take your arms up and your heels up. Concentrate at one focal point, and then turn your hands, exhale, release your arms and your heels. Now take a seat and keep the length of the back that you had while standing. Maintain it. So make it comfortable as you can. I have found always that a pillow under the butt helps us to maintain our spine that is straight. Now, with your hands, I would like you to bring your right hand on your navel, but your palms are facing up towards the floor. So your thumb is out away from your body, and the small finger, the side of the hand where the small finger is, that is on the belly. So the right hand is below, sorry, the left hand is below and the right hand is on top. But both the thumbs are facing away from the body, and the edges of your left and the right hand, where the small finger is on the belly. Now release your shoulders, close your eyes. Let your chin be diagonally towards the floor, towards the mattress, wherever you are sitting. Take a deep breath in and out. Observe your breath. With every breath, you slow down your thoughts. And you give the permission to enter the realm of your heart, of your spiritual heart. And keep on breathing. And let's repeat some phrases. So please repeat after me. First, we will water our hearts with I phrases. May I be safe. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live in peace. Give yourself the permission to feel safe, to feel happy, to be healthy, and to experience peace. Now think of a person to whom you're most grateful to. One person. Maybe there are many people in life, but today just get one person. See a picture of this person in your inner eye. This person could also be deceased or alive. And now looking at this person, you offer him, may you be safe. Repeat, may you be happy. May you be healthy. And may you live in peace. Keep on breathing into your heart. And now in our hearts, we touch the seat of compassion. And we move out in concentric circles. So we went from the center of the circle, from I, to the first circle, to the most person whom we are grateful to. And now we go to a little outer circle, so the second circle. And in this center circle, we think of people who to whom we have neither positive or negative feelings for. So they could be someone in our community, our society. So let's send them the energy. So repeat after me. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. And may you live in peace. The compassion within our hearts is ever flowing, and let the compassion flow out in these offerings. And now we move further in the third concentric circle. And we wish the entire universe, all the people in this world, globally, locally, globally, and all living beings too. So take a deep breath from the depth of your spiritual heart, which is a seat of compassion and loving kindness. This is the source. So let's pick up from there our offerings. And to all the people in this universe, all the living beings, we offer, may you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy. And may you live in peace. Take a deep breath in and out. Now bring your hands as if you're blessing someone. So move your hands upwards as if you're blessing someone in front of you, and let's bless the entire world. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. And may you live in peace. And then slowly place both your hands in front of your heart. Bring it in a namaste and place the roots of your thumbs onto your sternum, onto your breastbone. Release your elbows towards the sides of your body. Check if your back is straight. Now bow your head with a deep sense of gratitude towards this heart. We thank the entire universe and the Creator. With a deep, mindful breath, we raise our heads, release our shoulders, and let's walk the path of loving kindness and compassion today, throughout the day. Let our speech be compassionate. Let our thoughts be compassionate. Let our actions be soaked in loving kindness and compassion. Start your day. Put on a big smile. Open your eyes. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shilpa, for taking us through this beautiful meditation and experience every day. Thank you so much. May your mom get well soon, and sending her lots of love and light.
Thank you. Thank you. Please send Mansi, send Reiki. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, I'll do. I already did, and I will do.
Thank you.
Okay, everyone, thank you so much for joining us and making this a wonderful experience for each one of us. So, yeah, see you all tomorrow with a new chapter. Bye bye. Take care. Have a great day.
Thank you. Have a great day. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you, Mansi, and thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Rajesh. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Great to see you all today who were not there for the last few days. Hi, Dr. Indisam, we missed you. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Yeah, thank you, Satish.
Thank you.
Yes.
Mansi, are you there?
Oh yeah, I actually have to take the AI notes now, so I just stay a little
Huh.
back, like 1 or 2 minutes.
Mansi, I wanted to ask you, I sent you a message, but I guess you were busy. Um,
Okay, I'm actually taking notes, so I did not see.
okay. No, I
Okay.
sent you a message many days ago on your WhatsApp.
Is
It
it?
was
Okay.
regarding, um, I have read the book Magic with someone, with another group, and they want to read a second book. So I was wondering, could you recommend a sequel to it?
Magic. No, I don't know. There are other books. So if the group is ready to do some inner work, so there can be this mirror book, mirror work by Louis Hay. It is similar, like it is not on gratitude, but it is on inner work as such.
Mm-hmm.
A deep inner work, in fact. So it's like mirror affirmations, and based on that, and
Mm-hmm.
a lot of things. So it has a similar structure to it. So
Mm-hmm.
how 28 days magic has like a 1 day, one exercise, and you just
Mm-hmm.
follow through the chapters. So
Mm-hmm.
similarly, mirror work also has a similar structure, but there are some additional exercises like there is some journaling she recommends, there is some mirror exercises she recommends, some contemplation throughout the day and things like that. So 2, 3 parts to each day's exercise, but it's more deeper, but it has a similar kind of experience, like it's more of an inner experience, so that can be something that you can consider. But if you want particularly to gratitude, then I don't exactly know the books, but
What about
actually
magic?
there are
What
many
about the
books.
big no, what about the big magic or something?
No, Big Magic is a totally different book. Big Magic, although the name is same, but Big Magic or Magic of Thinking Big, all these books, although they have the name Magic, they all are very very different. Big Magic is all about creativity. It's all about being more creative and how to get that creative self out, who is the hidden creative self out, or something that you want to work on, any challenge, any passion project or something, so how to bring it to life. It's all about that encouragement and things like that, and it's a very different kind of writing. So it encourages us to be creative, be more, so that is a beautiful book in itself. But not like the one, if that aligns with the purpose of whatever uh, person or group you are talking about, then maybe that is a wonderful book in itself. Again, thinking of think the magic of thinking big is a book, as the name suggests, it's more about thinking big, and all. It's more of a motivational kind of a thing, but I have not read it personally, but I've heard a lot about it. So there are many books, but if you are talking in context of gratitude, then magic, and this new book, if you want a very very similar book, I think this one book by Shivani and those group, they have written now, the
Yeah,
magical MPTU, they say, magical
right.
power of gratitude. So I think that book is completely like a, they have written it based on the magic book only. So I think it has very very similar structure and format. So if you want to go with a similar book, then
No,
maybe that can be
we
considered.
don't want similar, and this is with senior citizens. So
Okay.
just, but they
So
like the,
just
I like
check
the
what
mirror
would
book
they want.
sounds
Yeah.
good.
If it's a woman centric group, like
Yes.
that would be even more helpful, I would say, because mostly I have seen women benefit more out of that, because men are a little less receptive for it. But yes, this is a beautiful book. Mirror work is like very deep work, can happen inside that. It does, like it's a very powerful book, in fact. And it is
Good.
a set of all, like it is a set of affirmations, meditation, reflections through journaling, and a lot of inner digging happens. A lot of beliefs and everything gets shared. It's a 21-day book, 21-day exercises, where every week she takes us through one stage, from one stage to another. So
Okay.
first week she will be it will be more on a like introduction of that everything, like getting used to it. Then she will take you deeper and deeper as the weeks go further. It's a very powerful book. Even if you have not never gone through it, I would highly recommend like you also do it with the group, so it will help you a lot. Like it's a very powerful book.
Fine. And all these books are as PDF available to us, no, in the B Club. Where can I find
Yeah,
them?
we had already done similar, like just how now we are doing about Miracle Mornings. We have done a
Mm-hmm.
challenge on mirror work once. So
Mm-hmm.
and Milinji was also a part of that group. I think he that was the first group he encountered B Club with, I think. So he
Mm-hmm.
came to this group through that book only, I guess. So that is a very good book, and yeah, we have that. It
Ah,
must be there in the media somewhere, I guess.
yes. So where do how do I uh,
You
access?
can
How
check
do
in the media. I think if you are there in the group, you're there since long, so maybe you'll be able to find it. Or
okay.
I can send it to you. I'll have to look for it, but I don't have it handy. So
So
just
my
check if
question,
you're not able to
yeah.
find it yourself. Then I'll let me know. Then I'll see and send it over to you.
So my question was this: the access is not. We have to ask you, the admins, to help us look for it, right? Am I right?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
do we have
You'll have
access
to
to the
ask the
admin?
access. Yes, yes. You'll have to. We need to have your email ID to give you the
Okay.
access. So you just send me like whatever,
I'll send
like
you my
if you
email ID.
yeah, the access permission or something, it will be there.
Right.
So just and then I will just give you the access. Like otherwise maybe it's not open to all as such.
Okay.
So
Okay. So
so
if you
that just
say,
to avoid yeah, strangers and everyone
right.
doing following it.
And okay.
So
And
you ask for the permission and we can give it to you. Like not a problem.
fine. I'll do that.
Just let me know, and I'll just let me know once you send, because sometimes I don't look for the mails that I miss out. So once you ask for the access, just let me know that
Hmm.
just give me the access and I will give it to you once you do that process.
Okay. I'll do that.
Yeah.
And okay, you're coming this morning for that reading, no, at 9?
Yeah, yeah, I'm planning, but let's see. Because as I said, the time is not very suitable for me, but yes, looking forward to that book actually. It's a very interesting book, no? I
Yes.
have never read a book like that, so I'm curious. So I'm actually interested. So let's see. Today I'm hoping I'll be there. It's a first dinner, so it is getting to
Okay.
know, and then every day I don't know how it will be
So,
possible, but I'll try my best whenever I
okay.
can just squeeze in.
So, um, I wanted to, so I want to tell you personally, because I'm going to do this to the group also. I'm leaving to go back to Germany, okay? And
Oh,
that's why it's even more worrying when my mom is so sick. And I'm
oh.
going next week, and she's been sick like 4 or 5 days. And yesterday, she never
So
has
she
fever.
just she was not prepared for it then.
No, 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 she knows about it. And so uh, it is in the air. What she has is in the air. Everybody has it. So many people I know, but she never gets fever. It is always, but this time, yesterday, gosh, she told me to put on 4 blankets, and I'm thinking, oh God, no malaria, please, no malaria. And
Did you
then
get
I
her tested, like other
yes, yes,
test or
we are.
something like that?
Once
Oh,
now she's got up, she's even taken a shower. So, and she told me, "Mala cha karun de, mala ata breakfast खायचा So that is a good sign, because she has not been eating for the past five days.
oh
So
my God.
yesterday was the first day when she started eating. She had दोन चमची भात खाल्ला, मग वरण खाल्ली. बस इतकंच. मग she likes sweet, so I told her, Mama, there's some rasmalai you want to have. So she says, you give me some small little piece and then I will see. So, but she finished everything. So I'm happy she had sugar, milk. No, I'm happy she had this. So I was the whole night, I haven't slept. So, well, I'm happy, but I just wanted you to know because I'm telling the group. And So
So
then
you
somebody
won't be
else.
there, in that group then, like for reading. The time will not suit
I
you.
Yes, but it is next week, and I well, if I wake up early, I would like to sit for meditation, but let's see how it goes. And I'll be seeing my folks.
So for
So
Germany, 9 o'clock is what time? Just
right
curious.
now it's summertime, so we have a 3.5 hour difference. So if
So
it
you
is
won't be there in the mornings for this also, like just wanting to.
yes, I
Oh,
at 7 o'clock there's no possibility unless I wake up at 3:30 in the morning. But
oh no, no, no. Yeah, I
again,
get it.
we have time. Let me see.
But no,
Um,
but I think by the time you leave, we will finish off this book. So this
I
book
think
at
so. That's
least
why
will
I
get
asked you.
covered.
Remember, I
Yeah, I
asked you
remember.
how long it because I had not booked my ticket. I was on my way, so I said, let me just check before I start. Promising some things. And I did
Uh-huh.
not do any recording for the simple fact when I asked people for their feedback, they didn't give. So I said, okay, maybe they're not enjoying it or whatever it is. Then I don't need to send. And Manishji is always so kind and always asking for things. So I did not take it seriously. And then mommy was also sick, and my phone is clogged. I have to sit and declutter it because I could not make
No,
any
no, it's
videos.
okay. It's okay. I think people are enjoying it because they are staying back, right? Throughout. Only the ones who have to leave, they have some work or something. Since it's the morning time, it becomes difficult, right, for people. So that's
Right.
understandable. But otherwise, people are enjoying, and I think they are liking this addition. So yeah, great. In fact, I would have loved it if you can just make it possible for us, like you if you can just introduce a meditation routine or something, but I understand, not a issue, it's fine.
Okay, but just okay. When I go back, my
So you'll
plan
be
is
coming back and you'll be going back and forth, no, or you'll be
and
there
India
for
doesn't
long.
allow me to do that unless uh,
Oh,
there's a restriction. I'm not an Indian citizen, so there's
uh,
a restriction in the sense I can stay here for good, but then I have to pay my taxes, and there are things legally which I was not aware of, and that's why I have to go back. But now
okay,
I
okay,
have to really. So, but I will come, but don't know when.
okay, 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 no problem, yeah.
But it doesn't matter. I will still
No,
keep
for
in touch.
us it's okay because you are anyways, you can be in touch with us because of the global this thing. That's now a great thing.
Right. And
So yeah.
I'm on the verge. I mean, I thought I was on the verge of launching my hormone thing.
So you are
So
not.
my hormone, you remember hormone transition thing that I wanted
Yeah,
to.
yeah, I
So,
remember.
Mama, एक just a minute. Fan चालू करो. Okay. So then,
So you're not launching it now,
no,
like soon?
I wanted to, but now because of um, just a minute, I don't want to say it in front of my mom. No, because she was so sick, and we were running around doctors and this that. This is we have been doing since the last I don't know 3 4 weeks. So everything I have been drained. So there's no time for anything else. So I have to look
Your
for
voice is
me. And
breaking now.
is it better now?
Yeah. Do you want to connect on a call?
Yeah,
So on an
we
audio
can.
call?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
that
can
would
do
be
that.
better for both of
I
us.
won't take too long. I'll just take a
No, no,
short
no,
call.
not a
I'll
problem.
make a.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I'll just give you a call. Give me a minute. Yeah, I'll just leave the room. We'll leave
Yeah.
this room and we'll give you a call. Yeah.